Time now for a check of the weather, and it's a very good morning to Nate Byrne. Nate, g'day. So heaps happening today up over the north of WA and in the southeast. Let's head to the southeast first. There's deep concerns about the fire situation in Tassie today, and it sounds like those winds are already picking up over Tassie.
Yeah, and not just Tasmania, through Victoria as well. A very good morning to you, Joe. Tell you what, it was a sleepless night down in the southeast last night, especially through Victoria. Very, very warm. It's all thanks to that exact same system that brought all of the heat to South Australia yesterday, where we saw those record-breaking temperatures, 49.5 at Port Augusta, just ridiculous. We're not seeing that sort of heat, at least not quite that high, through the southeast today, though still several centres getting up to 47, especially in the north of Victoria. Now, that, as it moves through, will drag those northerlies down. That's increasing the heat, but then behind it, a cool change. We're going to see more gusty weather as that cooler wind comes in, but temperatures are likely to drop, especially through the south of Victoria. 15 degrees in maybe as little as 15 minutes. But as that comes through, we are talking about increased fire danger for certain. Now, as it stands this morning, we've got extreme fire danger right across the north of Victoria, and then severe conditions extending south of that and into Tasmania as well. And then an area through both states of total fire bans. In fact, the entire states have total fire bans in force, as well as the Riverina in New South Wales. So this is quite a widespread hot day, very concerning conditions for firefighters. We'll keep you updated right through the morning, Joe.
And we've got that cyclone up off the coast of the north of WA. Has that dumped much rain already on some coastal areas of WA?
Yeah, it's done fairly well in terms of rainfall. Unfortunately, though, it is moving off. So the rain is, I say unfortunately, I mean only in terms of rainfall. The rain is easing away from the coast. It's really just the coastal fringe that's seeing some falls. Tropical Cyclone Riley is now a Category 2 system. It has already dropped hundreds of millimetres, literally, along parts of the coast, but it's continuing to move west and it's intensifying. We may see some gale force winds developing around parts of the coast. There is a watch on at the moment between Wim Creek and Onslow. That includes Dampier. Now, it's likely to continue moving off into the Indian Ocean as a Category 3 system, probably getting there tonight and then easing off later on in the weekend as it continues to move westwards. But it's part of the monsoon trough, and that's extending back up over Darwin and into the east. In fact, we've got a low-pressure system that's sitting in the Gulf of Carpentaria at the moment. That's tipped to intensify to a Category 1 system probably in the next 24 to 48 hours. Okay. If it does, it'll be Tropical Cyclone Savannah. It's moving southwards, and for now, we've got warnings on down the coast from Weipa to Corumba for gale force winds within the next 24 hours, and then round to the Northern Territory border for those winds developing in the 24 hours after that. As well as that, we've got heavy rainfall warnings right across Cape York Peninsula. So quite a lot of weather going on both sides of the northern tropics and then right through the southeast as well. It's a very busy day for me.
So around the states and territories today?
All right, well, let's stick in Queensland since we're there. So we've got plenty of storms across the north, and we'll see some wet weather along parts of the east coast as well, thanks to onshore winds. And some storms, again, for the southern interior today. It's hot down that way and it's unstable. In terms of the capital, though, Brisbane, it's a mostly fine day. You do have a couple of showers around. They're relatively light, though. 32 degrees is the top. In New South Wales, it's staying fairly dry. There is a chance of some storms for the northeast and in the northwest. Sydney, 29 degrees on the forecast for you, and Canberra is quite hot, getting to 39. Talking about heat, Victoria is going to swelter, but that cool change moving through the south is going to bring relief about mid-afternoon for Melbourne, where the temperatures really will crash. If you're in the west, you'll get it earlier. In the east, you're not going to get the change until tonight. For Melbourne, it's a very hot and windy day with that cool change coming through that may bring a possible thundery shower. 44 degrees before the change. In Tasmania, it's hot as well. We've got isolated storms developing across the state through the day today. Now, no rainfall out of them, so no relief, but they are going to bring some lightning potentially. For Hobart, it's windy and very hot, 37, with a possible storm around as well. In South Australia, a couple of showers and storms behind the frontal system that's moved through. Still plenty of heat in the north, much milder in the south, though. Adelaide's only getting to 31 after yesterday's record-breaking 46.8. 26.6. In Western Australia, the heat is starting to return as well. A couple of showers on the south coast and storms through the interior into the eastern parts of the Eucla. Perth, you're staying sunny and getting up to 27, so you can put the jumper away. Further north, we've got wet and stormy weather near Tropical Cyclone Riley, and then that extends right back over the top end. There is a chance of storms right across the territory today. Darwin, you're seeing some wet, potentially stormy weather, 32. Now, tomorrow, Joe, that heat isn't going anywhere other than inland, so it's just retreating a little bit back away from the coast. Canberra is still going to be feeling the heat. It's another top of 40 degrees for the city.
Thanks, mate.